going to make funnel cakes for the party, and I put cooking oil in an iron skillet. It needs to reach 375. It's getting there. And I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna make up our mix. So I'm using beignet mix to make my funnel cakes. 2 cups of funnel mix to 1 3/4 cups of water. I cut the tip off of this. I'm gonna use this to pour it into the pan. 1 3/4 cups of water. Don't get my sink, it's full of dishes.
Okay.
So 1 3/4 cups of water to 2 cups of beignet mix. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of vanilla. I'm going to whisk this together. Let me check my oil, 375. It's the perfect temperature. Hey Grandmother Kathy, we did the living room. She's gonna go see it. It's pretty.
Can I get you in the film?
Me in the film?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Love you, baby.
It's there. So we're ready. It's on medium now. I had it on high. We'll get this mixed nice and smooth. We don't want lumps. And so we're gonna pour it into here. So it'll take us a minute to show you here on the side. I have my candles. Now I talked to you earlier about how I use these electric candles. I get these at the Dollar Tree. I did them one year, and these candles I love that they bleed out and they make a mess. But I don't also want to leave a lot of candles burning and unattended. So I have this trick, and I burn the candle down, then I press saran wrap electric candle, and I make a little hole so that I can have the candles around during the party and they're not burning. These are burning down so that I can get the little hole big enough to press the electric candle into. See, here's this one I did earlier. Same thing. Another thing I did, and I got all these different candlesticks from Dollar Tree. This was a candlestick I got from Dollar Tree. This was another one I like. It's got the snake pattern. You have to get these like in July because they sell out. I then got a bowl from the Dollar Tree and some E6000 glue, and I make little candy dishes. So when I have my Halloween table, I might have some of these throughout the table with candies or nuts as little dishes so that I have different levels of food. So I'm gonna set that aside while these candles are burning. We're gonna move over and finish our funnel cake. So I've got to pour this inside my container. This 2 cup of mix in water makes about 30 funnel cakes, cookie size funnel cakes. I made some up earlier. I stuck them in the freezer, so I'm gonna check in a little while, and I'm gonna toast them up in the oven and see how good they are. It's reheated and served on party day. Back to my funnel cake here. I'm gonna make little cookie size. You swirl it, swirl it, swirl it in little piles, and then I'm gonna do about 5. So that one's a little bit too big. Back and forth. Round and round and back and forth, little stars. Start with a little round shape. It starts to float apart, so don't make your shape too big. It will get bigger as it cooks.
Ow.
Got a pop. Now that one's too big. My carnival theme, I wanted to use some carnival food. So I was thinking a few things carnival. Funnel cake, I'm gonna have mini corn dogs. And the little cookie size is perfect. It's just a little something for your plate. You know, you serve it with powdered sugar, and I'll have some toppings. We'll have, you know, like sundae toppings, the strawberry, maybe some like baked apples. You can get that in the can. So these cook up real quick. Just flip them over, and they cook up kind of crisp. It reminds me of the little rosette pastries that my grandpa Rayom used to make, and my dad too. Maybe put the little rosette irons in the hot oil, and it made beautiful little snowflake and rosette designs. They're crispy little donuts with powdered sugar. That's what this tastes like. So those look done. Nice and golden, and we'll put them over on the paper towel. All right, so this is burned enough that I blew it out, but I'm gonna take the saran wrap over the candle and just make sure that it's got a nice little snug spot, and we'll let that cool. And we'll pull it out in a minute, and you'll have a perfect place for the candle. Let me go back and check my funnel cakes. So Mitzi had one earlier that was left from the first batch that was sitting out, and we let it get cold to see how it would be cold. And she said it was pretty good, but it was a little crunchier than the fresh ones.
Yeah, it's definitely not as soft as what you would originally get from a fresh funnel cake. So we don't know how the frozen ones are gonna be, because of course we freeze some of the stuff before the party so we don't have to cook the day of the party, because that's a lot. So we don't know how they're gonna turn out, but we will try them.
Yes,
in
I've
a
got the
little
oven
bit.
warming. There we go. It's the perfect size for that candle. Okay, and that'll just dry. My other candles are still burning. The holes aren't quite big enough.
And these are also just painted black pool noodles that have hot glue drippings.
And spray painted black. Yeah, I made those about 5 years ago.
I know, I asked for them so I could decorate my room, but then I already have so much stuff in my room. I couldn't figure out a place to put them, so they just gave them to my mom for Halloween. So we just toasted these two that were out of the freezer to see how good they are reheated. Powdered sugar on there. It's like getting everywhere else but the plate.
There's some strawberry sundae topping.
Are they really hot?
Is it too hot?
No, not too
Let's see how
hot.
they turned out.
I think they're good.
They're good. They're crunchy, but they taste really nice. So I'm not worried about serving those to guests. Good morning. It's Sunday morning and Mitzi's still asleep, so I thought I'd get a head start and get some cookies baked. I'm gonna do some cutout sugar cookies. I have bought some circus style cutouts. So I've got a little circus ticket, circus tent, little ringmaster. This is an elephant. This is a lion, but I was thinking I might try to turn the lion into a scary clown. And this is just a really cute little Victorian looking shape that you can just put words on there and do something, a circus message. Cut out sugar cookies. My favorite recipe is one that calls for half a cup of cornstarch. It's a cup of butter and a cup of sugar, beat together with the mixer. And then you add a couple teaspoons of vanilla, a dash of salt, and 2 eggs, one at a time. And you blend that really well. Then you add 2 cups of flour, one at a time. Then add your cornstarch, and then add another cup of flour. The 4th cup of flour is really going to be used to spread on the counter too, so we can roll the cookies out, and that will get absorbed into the sugar cookies. So that's typically your 4th cup. Okay, so I just finished one platter and put it in the oven on 350 for about 10 minutes. Don't want them to really be brown, you just want them to be firm. And I'm going to cut out some more cookies. I like to put them all on there and make them fit together, so I know I'm not cutting the shape out of another cookie. Sometimes I get overzealous and I cut some of the other shape out. I just noticed that this cookie is like really fat on one side and thin on the other, so I'm gonna throw that back in. I want it to cook evenly. Let's see if we can get another cookie out of this one. And this is what I have left. And the more times you put the cookie dough back in and roll it back out, the more flour, the stiffer the cookies get. That's my last batch. I think I'll just make a ball, roll it out in a circle, and just have an extra sugar cookie. Okay, so I iced a bunch of cookies. They turned out okay. They're kind of cute. I did one soul, and they had admission ticket. I thought that was cute. There they go. We got some circus tents and some different things. So when you do cookies like this and you do the different colors, you have to let the colors dry in between or they'll bleed together. We started this one circus tent and then we're gonna try to make these into clowns. Okay, so that'll have to set for a minute. And then can work on these clown faces.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do to try to make these look like clowns. I know what not to do.
Right. So usually you try to make the outline of the space and then fill it in. My clowns that I did look like a creepy mess, but that's okay.
Well, this one just looks like some kind of like...
So superhero.
Yeah, it does look like a superhero. Another one looks like a cartoon character, mouse lady.
So these are homemade cookies. They're gonna dry overnight and then I will throw them in the freezer. So they'll be fresh for the party in 4 weeks. When I take them out, I will put them in the refrigerator overnight so that they don't condense and the colors won't get wet and bleed. And then of course they'll be wrapped in a Ziploc and there will be parchment paper between the layers to keep them sticking from each other. So we might want to let that set before we add another color. And this one isn't set yet quite enough to add the red. So we're going to move on and show you some of the other things that we have done. So we have a few animatronics and we've had Mr. Boogle here. He's our butler. We got him 25 years ago. Kids named him Mr. Boogle.
I've known this guy my whole life.
Yes, he's older than Mitzi. So we thought, we got Mabel, this witch here. We got her about 5 years ago. She's just a little animatronic that's on a stick. But she's still cute. She laughs, and she had a bowl on her hands that was zip tied. I snipped it off so that we can dress her, and then we can zip tie the bowl back on if we want to. But we just thought rather than get new animatronics, we're gonna dress up Mr. Boogle and Mabel as clowns. So I'll get some of the costumes started. So we got Mabel a dress, a bloody dress. So Mitzi, you wanna help me put it on her?
This is I think it's Emily, the Emily Crane girl. Or maybe she doesn't have a name. Maybe that's the actress's name.
Okay. Well, we have a mask to put over Mabel's head too. Something I picked up at Walmart. I got this from this
is the girl Arthur Clown. Have you seen the Terrifier movies at all?
No, I believe so.
I don't know what she is. I don't know the lore.
Okay, so
what are you tying her beautiful hair?
that's okay. She's gonna have a clown mask on. That's gonna be hidden.
They look so beautiful.
Whoops.
Let me show you the true face of Halloween.
So we have our one murderous clown. Okay, so we're gonna dress up Mr. Boogle now, and I got a costume from him at Walmart. This is a full costume for a man, and it has the mask as well. So because Mr. Boogle, his feet are secured to his electronic stand, we're gonna actually cut the inseam of this costume and put it over him like a dress. We also have a Christmas bear. I'm debating whether or not to dress him up like a circus bear.
We should.
He's in the back of the attic behind all the Christmas stuff, so it'll take another, maybe next week.
This is how my mom ended up
Get him
decorating
out.
the bear.
I saw a scary bear at the online for Spirit Halloween, and it reminded me. It's like, I have a bear, but he sings Christmas songs, but he dances. However, we can turn off his music, and
I
he'll
think
just
we
be
should keep the
dancing.
music.
Christmas music.
Yeah, he'll sing the Christmas carols as he's a circus bear.
I'm a pretty good seamstress. If I could easily sew this back up and we can use it, I can dress up as a clown next year.
Yeah.
Or we can just leave it on Mr. Boogle for a few years. For several years, we had a cape on him, and since he's bald and he's got like a green face, we used him as Voldemort. That's right, Mr. Boogle. His head turns back and forth and his chest raises up and down. He breathes. His eyes used to shift, but they don't do that anymore. But he's still very realistic. In the dark, it really spooks people. They don't know if it's a real person or not. Yes, you're welcome. There's one tiny little piece of Velcro button here. Then what I'll do is I'll just get some packing tape, and I'm just gonna use some clear tape and tape that inseam where you can't see it. Oh, cool. That fits in perfectly. Look at that.
How about it?
Good?
Yeah, looks good.
He has a tray right that fits on his hand, but you can see we've got Mr. Boogle. We've got, I've got some props here. I've got the big circus boxes stacked up. And Mr. Boogle is all decked out. A charming couple.
You can see into like his mask of his eyes. It kind of looks like he's a real person. I'm sure once he turns his head at somebody, somebody will be scared. So I'm gonna finish these cookies now that they're dried. Now we can do the red little canopy details.
So you can see I put some circus tent stuff right here, and I put some circus fairy clown like posters and circus posters on the cabinet.
And there's that one. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do with these ones, these clowns. Well, I know that I do want a big red nose. I'm going to take the black and maybe do some cartoony eyes. Oh. You know what's so funny? Just trying to go this way. So now he's a little lopsided, but
okay.
I don't know how I just did that. That's crazy. I can't believe I just
probably
did
going to
that.
make him look even more cool or more creepy.
Their eyes are kind of going into their nose. I don't know what I'm going to make this though. I guess I'll, if I really, really want to, I'll break it off then. So I'm going to add red hair. I'm about to let red hair dry. I'm gonna do this clown's hair blue.
Very scary.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make this one have blue eyes. So scary. I'll make this one have red eyes. Doggy, I wanted this one to have a top hat. I'm not really being patient with the colors drying.
That's cute with the top hat. You, like you said, you could cut the other ear off,
Yeah.
or just make it red hair.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
just a
make it
big-
red hair.
Just big red hair.
Yes. Just like me.
Look at my son.
Very cute.
And then this one, I kind of like the ears still. But I don't know what I want to do. He could just have Mickey ears.
Sure. And a bow.
Yeah. And I'll give him a black bow. I would like to say red dots, but I don't think I can put red dots on there right now.
You can put red dots in there in about 30 minutes.
Well,
Your
those are
clowns
my
look
cookies.
really cute
Yeah.
compared to my clowns, which look really...
They're beautiful. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we got a superhero clown right here, and don't know what that is.
Mine didn't turn out exactly how I pictured them in my head, but I think they're still cute.
They're Harry Potter Minnie Mouse clowns.
Okay.
They look like they have on spectacles.
Yeah, I see. Oh, we have to glue this nose back.
Yes, he's got a broken nose.
Do you think we should use
Black,
just-
black,
Okay.
sure.
I didn't think it mattered, but I didn't know.
Well, we could do red, but that, have a broken red nose.
We give the elephant a new nose.
He's having plastic surgery, and it'll just dry nice and hard. There's his glue. Get some more circus cookies, clowns, skulls.
Is this the end of our whole video of this week still? Or we don't have anything else to do?
Yeah. I think, this week.
Well, thank you for watching this video of more decorating and making food and preparing for the party.
We made clowns out of our animatronics, and we made cookies and decorated the kitchen cabinets. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and we'll be finishing up with some new things next weekend.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you with a new video next week.
I mean, I really got myself bored to death and almost committed suicide.
All right, me too, girl. I love to eat too.